Photography has a number of rules that have been formulated and passed down since the invention of the camera. Use the rule of thirds for composition. Use the reciprocal of the lens focal length to determine the slowest shutter speed, etc., etc. Another rule that I've heard often is that the best lens focal length for portraits is 85 to 135mm. This is what I'll be exploring in this video. When taking portraits, you need to decide what kind of portrait you want. Most people will think of portraits as head and shoulder shots, which are fine and serve a purpose, but they very rarely tell a story. An environmental portrait, showing the person located in a home or work location, provides a lot more information. However, the additional elements we need to include in the photo for an environmental portrait also mean different lens requirements. For head and shoulders portraits, always avoid using wide lenses, that is, lenses less than around 28mm. Firstly, they distort perspective and objects close to the lens appear larger. In the case of portraits, this means making noses larger, and this leads to very unflattering photos. Secondly, there should be a comfortable working distance between the camera and the subject. Filling the frame with a very wide lens means jamming the camera right into the subject's face, which is very uncomfortable. However, for environmental portraits, wide-angle lenses will often work well. With this shot, I was very close to the woman, but I wanted to show what she was doing and the environment she works in. I used the same lens and focal length as the previous shot. Wide-angle lenses work well for environmental portraits, and also for shots containing more than one person. As the rule states, 85mm to 135mm is probably the sweet spot for head and shoulder portraits. Many crop sensor cameras come with an 18 to 55 kit lens, and 55mm on a crop sensor camera gets pretty close to this sweet spot. Perspective is balanced, and the flattening effect of longer lenses can make portraits more flattering. This is my daughter. In the sample images that follow, the lens focal length will gradually increase. For great looking portraits, you don't need to spend a fortune on equipment. Cameras and lenses are so good nowadays that entry-level cameras and their kit lenses are perfectly good enough with just a few tweaks in Photoshop. Probably my favourite lens for portraits is an 85mm f1.8. The focal length is very flattering for portraits, and prime lenses usually have better quality than zooms. The wide aperture is great for low light, and when opened up fully provides an attractive bokeh blur in the background. This focal length is available in faster apertures of f1.4 and f1.2, but these lenses are expensive, and the f1.8 version is something of a bargain. Now let's move on to longer lenses, and whereas I said that wide lenses can be very unflattering, that isn't the case with telephoto lenses. Using long lenses for portraits has advantages and disadvantages. A disadvantage is that the increased working distance can make it difficult for the photographer to interact with the subject. On the other hand, long lenses are great for candid shots, and people are much more natural when they don't know that they're being photographed. Back in the 80s, when I attended weddings and I was the only person with a camera apart from the official photographer, I enjoyed taking candid shots of the guests. The old rule may say 85mm to 135mm for portraits, but a 200mm lens on a crop sensor camera will give you 320mm, and even with that focal length you can still get very attractive portraits. Taking it even further, these shots were taken with a 300mm lens on a crop sensor camera, giving an effective focal length of 480mm. Because of the nature of the event, I had to photograph a distance, and even if I'd wanted to, I couldn't interact with the subjects because they were just too far away. But the point I'm trying to make is that very long lenses can still take very good portraits. And this is the most extreme example I have. This one was taken with a 400mm lens on a crop sensor camera, giving an effective focal length of 640mm. This lens wouldn't be my first choice for portraits, but it can still give good results. Now to sum up, and in this video I've shown you examples of portraits taken with lens focal lengths from 16 to 640mm. The only thing I warned against is taking head and shoulder portraits with very wide lenses. However, wide-angle lenses can still be appropriate for environmental portraits. For head and shoulder shots, the old rule of using a focal length between 85 and 135mm is sound, but actually there are no upper limits. It really depends on whether you need to be close enough to communicate with a model or far enough away to take candid shots without the subject being aware. If you have any comments, questions or other feedback, please leave them below. And thank you for watching.